All right, listen, man, listen, sisters, listen. I didn't go to broadcasting school. I didn't go to broadcasting school, nor did I go to a technical college. Let me explain to you. I got me this, I don't even want to do an advertisement, but this stuff costs a couple dollars, man. Baby, I got me some new equipment to try to get this sound right, so I won't be. Arnell Bay, keep telling me reset chic. You talking about reset chic? Think the chic stuff is gonna make me feel better. Reset chic. Man, go ahead with that, Arnell Bay. I love you, my brother. Tell the sister I said Islam. Homeboy. So anyway, family, let's get straight to it. So what we're doing here is this, family. First and foremost, I rise, giving praise to the great God of Allah, give honor to his noble illustrious prophet. So what we're doing here today is this. Let me share something with you, family. I told y'all once, I've told y'all twice, and I'm going to tell you 1,000,001 times. If you ever see your brother Tahaka Bey go at anybody, say something to anybody, you can bet your bottom dollar, your last brown cent, that they said something, came at me, antagonized, or was a provocateur towards me first. I'm telling you now, if you ever see Tahaka Bey say something to somebody about something that they're doing or about the ideal and what they push, something to me first. Even if you haven't heard it, something to me first. And I'm going to tell you, my mission has evolved into this. I simply want to show what is Moorish Science Temple of America and what is not. That's it. You can talk about this grand body, that grand body, that's not my fight. Every grand body open their meetings according to love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, as the prophet described, according to the circle 7, and love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. That's not my fight. It is to show that these offshoot groups that is dirty in the name of the Moorish Science Temple of America is not the Moorish Science Temple of America. Now, if y'all don't like that, channels you can go and watch. If you have a problem with me addressing the misunderstanding, there's someone else that you can go and check out. I am addressing the misunderstanding. There was no one in the last 20 years that have taken a stand. I give a big shout to Brother Lord Abba, because he is one of the ones that did take a stand, that I can say that was visible. But there was not many people that have taken a stand to define what is Moorish Science Temple. Now, I'm not defining the interpretations of the teachings of civics, the interpretation of the spiritual teachings of the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. I am looking to explain what is Moorish Science Temple as an organization and what is not. People have stolen money. People have ripped people off. They have got people locked up. Lives has been lost. Always pop up is the Moorish Science Temple of America. When in our doctrine, it is taught that love is the savior of the world. And if you serve Allah, you serve serve your nearest of kin, the foe at your gate, the foe that seek to do you harm, the stranger at your gates. You see? So when I start seeing people losing property, when I start seeing people getting hurt, Temple of America name is on it. It is the obligation of every faithful member of the Moorish Science Temple of America to say something. It is your obligation, whether you say something or not. When you say, right here, all members must promptly attend that meeting to become a partial, all uplifting acts of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Members must pay their dues to keep in line with all necessities of the Moorish Science Temple of America. And then you are entitled to the name of faithful. This is a necessity, not to let people confuse what is Moorish Science and what is not. This is a necessity. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this to be big-headed, to be arrogant, to be malicious. Because in the true sense, I don't know Canon-Bey. In the true sense, he may be a good person and his interpretation may be with good intent. But I do know that it is not the Moorish Science Temple of America. I do know that. I do know that much. I do know when the Prophet Overdraw Ali said, the Grand Sheikh and the chairman of the Moorish Science Temple of America is empowered to make laws and enforce laws with the assistance of the Prophet and the Grand Body of the Moorish Science Temple of America. I do know. Earn them titles. They have to come from somewhere. You don't put them on yourself. I do know that. So it doesn't speak of a president in here. I do know that. And so we're talking about the Moorish Science Temple of America. This is the divine constitution and bylaws. I'm not talking about no constitution at this point. I'm talking about a divine constitution and bylaw. Divine is above all. This is what I follow. This is what I follow. So with that being said, let me share with you first. Let me screen share with you and show you the silliness that the brother tried to, I don't know what he was calling himself doing. I don't get it. I don't know, but his number was coming. He just got it. He just rung mine first. He just rung mine first. So let me share this with you because I want to let you know that I don't start this, but I do end it. I do end it. This is one of the brothers' videos right here. Now, when you look at the video, he jacked down a flyer that we were going to, what we were promoting. Now, we wasn't bothering this brother. Nobody said nothing to this brother. Matter of fact, I'm telling you, I seen the brother, I paid a little bit of attention, but nobody bothered this brother. Not one. I never said nothing about this brother. This went up April 24th. Notice I'm doing the show now. I never said nothing about this brother, but it was so silly. The brother didn't even make a point. So anybody that say that Brother Tahaka Bey initiated this, you know what I mean? Sure, I want to straighten the errors that people are putting out and representing and saying that they're the Moorish Science Temple of America. But this is a big fight. You would have been down the line probably because you're insignificant. But look, let's play it. Let's play it. So this is what he throws up there. And this is what he do. You see, that's what he put. Now, that might be funny. But the point of the matter is, it don't make a whole bunch of sense. It don't make a whole bunch of sense taking pictures off my Facebook and don't, like, help my publicity. That's fine. You know what I mean? Help my publicity. That's fine. He take this off my Facebook page. For what? What was the point? Look, USR don't play that to Harker. I've never said nothing to this brother. Never. Never. You know what I mean? Never. You know what I mean? I've never said nothing to this brother. Never had any intentions of saying nothing to this brother. So I don't get the point. I don't get the point. You know what I mean? But since he wants to talk about it, let's talk about it. But before we talk about it, let me invite my brother into the chat. Brother, are you there? Who my brother? Hernandez, are you there, my brother? Now, I can't hear you. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. I can't hear you. Hold on, brother. Hold on. What is going on around here? Okay. Now, speakers. No. All right, now say something. Good night. Okay. All right. Let me say something, brother. I can't hear a word. What is going on this thing? All right. Okay. We're going to disable that. We're going to set this. All right. The microphone set. The playback. Let's see. Brother, I can't hear a word. Hold on 1 second. Let me see something. Hold on. I say something, brother. Islam, I can't hear the brother for nothing. Can y'all hear the brother? Hold up. Hold up, bro. Microphone default communication. Camera frostbite. Islam. Bro, I can't hear you. Can't nobody hear you. I don't know if it's me or if it's you. Let me see something real quick. Let me check something. Hold up. I know I should have tested this earlier. But hold up. I don't think it's me, my brother. I don't think it's me. Did y'all hear the music? Did y'all hear that? Okay, I don't think it's me. But anyway, so the brother actually did not. I think it's my brother. But anyway, so let's get to it. So first of all, family, what this brother is up to is very simple. The brother Canon-Bey, he has created a movement, and there's no problem with him creating a movement. Problem with him creating a movement. I don't see the issue if somebody want to create a movement, but the problem becomes when the brother wants to create something, the Moorish Science Temple of America. So as my brother's getting that thing together, I'm going to share something with you. So there's no problem with him creating a movement. Okay. Okay. No problem with him creating a movement. Okay, I don't see the issue if somebody want to create a movement. But the problem becomes when the brother wants. Okay, we got an echo. So, brother Hernandez, I mean, you say something. Man, hold on. Why I can't hear nothing you saying? You know what I mean? But hold on, let me carry on with this. Anyway, here we go. So when we're looking at the brother Canon-Bey, right? First of all, let's do this. What we're going to do is we're going to go here real quick. First of all, this brother here, back in 2012, this is your president. This is the one they call president. A Gary man, talking about Gary, Indiana, continually denied that the federal court has jurisdiction over his case at a lengthy sentencing hearing Wednesday, following his conviction for using counterfeit money. Here is your president. All right? Christopher H. Canon, 44, starting off the hearing in Hammond Federal Court by objecting to the court having appointed him an attorney and claimed the indictment against him was fraudulent. Stop. Wait a minute. Hold up. I keep telling y'all that most people that deal with this offshoot doctrine is trying to get out of trouble or trying to avoid trouble or trying to circumvent trouble. They're not trying to do right. They're trying, this is how they find this doctrine. The way that they find this doctrine is they are trying to figure out how to get out of some drama. That's just what it is. Okay, follow me real quick. So I'm a screenshot and I'm gonna read this. I'm seeing if my brothers can get in this chat. Okay. So I say this court never had judicial power. You hear that? This court never had judicial power to go above my power, Canon said, which was delegated to me by God. This is the president now. This is the president. He is making counterfeit US dollars, and he's telling them that they cannot prosecute him for falsifying, counterfeiting a US dollar. This is his rationale. That his power was delegated by God. I can do what I want. I can make some fake money and do what I want. In response, the U.S. Judge John Van Bokkelen told Canon he was going to cut to the chase by asking the man if he wanted to stay in the courtroom or listen from outside for the remainder of the hearing. Ain't nobody playing with this mess. You done fake some money, man. Okay? It said I may be saying this wrong. Van Bokkelen likened the discussion to two ships passing in the dark before sentencing Canon to serve 2 years and 6 months in prison, followed by 3 years supervised release for the crime. Right now, said Van Bokkelen, alluding to the ship, we are going my way. During the trial, Canon had to watch the legal proceeding from closed-circuit television after making loud outbursts at past hearings. A federal jury found Canon guilty of using counterfeit bills to buy big screen television from Sears. This is what the president do. And this is when he wants to claim that, okay, now you cannot prosecute me for making counterfeit bills and buying flat screens. This is what it comes to. And now you want to claim Moorish American and think this is going to get you up out this. This is just the start of the show. We just started. On Wednesday, Canon stayed in the courtroom for the length of an hour-and-a-half hearing, often speaking directly to Van Bokkelen, addressed himself as Canon-Bey, which he claimed his free national name. Now he want to be a free national name after he counterfeited money, he bought TVs, and now you're going to tell these people you can't do nothing to me. Man, this is not Moorish Science, people. This is not Moorish Science. No Christopher Canon ever appeared in the court. This is what he's saying. No Christopher Canon ever appeared in court, Canon said while answering questions on the criminal history. Canon also told Van Bokkelen he never printed the money and had no idea it was counterfeit. The money that I had, I couldn't tell the difference, Canon said. Van Boeckling reminded Canon if he allowed his court-appointed attorney to assist him, he could have brought up that defense in trial. Van Boeckling ended the hearing by telling Canon to focus on not waste the gifts he has been given in life. I encourage you to take the time and reflect on where you're going. And I agree. Yes, I agree with the European. I think the brother is a very talented brother. When you go to the website that he designed, it's very, very intricate. Matter of fact, I'm going to take you there in a minute. Let's go there momentarily and see what I'm talking about. When you go to the website, you'll see, let's go. I'm going to take you there right now. United. There we go. So I'm going to take you there right now. And I'm going to show you that this brother is no fool. But he's being foolish. So when you go to the website, you see, man, it's very intricate. This is a government website. You see what I'm saying? This is a government website for Moorish American people who wish to have their political rights and freedom. This site is for those Moorish Americans who are active and not passive. You know, this is a government website. United States Republic. That's what he called it, right? But now I'm going to show you, I'm going to share with you real quick that this brother is actually duplicating the European demonstration right here. This is what he's duplicating. This is called...
I'm here to tell you about the Republic. Your Republic for the United States of America. In 2010, a miracle happened. Americans from all walks of life banded together and reclaimed our Republic form of government. This is not to be confused with Republican, Democrat, or any other form of political party. Your Republic for the United States of America is already functioning in a lawful, interim, and parallel capacity. Lawful because it has been re-inhabited peacefully and lawfully. Interim because it's functioning in a limited capacity, since the American people are not yet represented in mass, and because permanent elections have not yet been held. Parallel because it has not replaced the court of the United States, but is functioning alongside the current government structure.
There you go.
This was lawfully accomplished in order to restore our rights, our liberties, and our freedoms as Americans. If you want more from your government, if you want...
Now look, this is the Republic for the United States of America. This is the United States of America Republic government. Y'all follow me? Now, I want y'all, at another time in the future, go to this website and do the comparison. Go to the website right here, Republic of the United States. Go to United States of America Republic government, and you will see the similarities. You will see the similarities. I'm telling you what I know. You will see the similarities. Every time we turn around, you will know that people are grabbing this stuff from Europeans and calling it Moorish Science. It's not Moorish Science. It's not Moorish Science, people. Period, point blank. And until we start to define what is Moorish Science by following the teachings of the Prophet Noble Drew, you to run into these problems. It's not Moorish Science. Now, let me see if my brother can get in the chat. Brother, are you there? Hernandez Hill, are you there? Oh, man, I can't hear nothing, my brother. I cannot hear nothing you saying. You know what I mean? So, now, let's do this. Now, let's do this. I can't get my brother, and I'm about to get him on the phone so he can share with me, because I don't know what's going on with his mic right now. I don't know what is happening. However, We're gonna get my brother on the phone real quick so we can build. So now check this out. So that's one thing. The brother is not playing with a full deck when it comes to dealing with our people. And let me share this to you. Let me share this with you. What I'm about to show you now is a little more. This is your president. This is your president, family. We're going to get deep now. This is your president. Family, again, this is not Moorish Science. This is not Moorish Science. All right? Now, this is the Department of Justice, right? Christopher Canon, Gary, Indiana, was sentenced by district judge John Van Boekelen to 30 months imprisonment, 3 years of supervised release. Okay? Y'all got that, right? Now, that ain't finished yet. Remember this. Listen to this. Justin Weaver. Not right there. My bad. I'm going to something else. Hold on. Here we go. I'm going to something else. Give me 1 second. I want to show you how this brother basically. Ho. 1 second. I'm gonna get you right. Oh, no, that. Oh, I know what it is. I got you. I'm going to something else. Oh, I got you. My bad. Now, what I'm about to show y'all is a few documents. There it is, right there. I'm about to show y'all a few documents. I'm about to show y'all that y'all really need to see right here. Is this it? Yeah, this is the document. So I can't screen share, but give me a second. I'm going to get you right. Hold on. So what I want to show y'all is this document right here, actually. It's coming up in a second. Give me 1 second. I definitely want to show y'all this document. Y'all got to see this. Y'all ain't going to believe this one. You might. But I'm going to show it to you right now. Okay, here we go. There we go. All right. Here we go, family. So here's the actual case, right? Here's the actual case. But now, when we look at this, we'll see that he filed an appeal. Canon filed an appeal from each judge, right? When we go down, let's examine your president. Canon belligerent behavior also foils his claim that it was error to remove him from the courtroom during trial. This is his appeal, right? As I go down, see, a lot of people didn't read all that, but I did. As you go down, family, follow me and follow me closely. What's more, we would not even find error. This is on the appeal. Because the recommended sentence could have been well justified. The prosecutor argued that the district judge should exercise his discretion under 18 U.S.C., that's the proceedings, to impose a statutory maximum sentence. According to the prosecutor, a 20-year sentence is justified by evidence submitting at the sentence hearings that Canon had committed other uncharged crime, including attempting to commit more insurance fraud after a fire in another residence he owned, defrauding the food stamp program defrauding the food stamp program of $600,000. This is your president. This is the president. This is not more science. Unlawfully possessing 6 guns, including a semi-automatic rifle and with obliterating stereo. But no, defrauding the food stamp program of $600,000. Defrauding the food stamp program. Come on, man. Come on, man. This is not more science, is my point. This is not more science, family. What I'm trying to tell you is that, family, we must come and define and read and get clean up house. It's time to clean house. It's time to clean house. Period, point blank. It's time to clean house. This is not more science. Let me see what's going on here. Let me see what's going on here. I'm trying to see why the brothers ain't come in yet. Let me see. I'm not sure, but it's all good because we're gonna get this done. My point of the matter is, family, what I'm trying to tell you is that this is not more science. This is not more science. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. What I'm saying is this. Let me go to the website again. What's going on here? What's going on here is that people are trying to ride the Moorish coattail. And we can't sit back. We can't sit back and put our trust in somebody that steals $600,000. Man, listen, you can't knock the hustle. Jigga say you can't knock the hustle. I agree. But when you're in the Moorish Science Temple of America, nah, that's a no-go. That's a no-go. Listen, this is not slander. This is facts. The brother said, now brother, hold up. We got a brother in the chat, Dexter J. Bay. Is this slander a man or to speak on the United States or Republic because it's not proven USAR is a fraud? I'm going to get to that in a second. But Dexter, don't get slick in the chat because I'm going to delete you out of the chat. Be respectful. I didn't slander anybody. Slander is a lie. Slander is a lie. I didn't slander anybody. Period, point blank. Are you there, my brother?
Can you hear me?
Yeah! That's right. Man, praise the Lord. That's my #1 soldier on the scene. That's right, my brother. Are you there?
I'm here, brother.
Okay. Excellent. So this is not slander. Let my brother come in and let me take my notes because I was on a thought, but I got to have my brother come in. This is my secret weapon here. Hold up. So, brother.
Yes, indeed.
What I was talking about. Oh, Dexter. I was on Dexter. Dexter say, is this about the USAR or it's about slandering? One thing I did not slander. Number 2, is USAR a fraud? A fraud. That's where I was at. And now I'm going to let my brother come in, introduce himself, give his praise and honor, and then step to the mic and talk to the people. Brother, let's get it. Let's keep it heated. We got 60 people in the chat that are interested in knowing the difference between Moorish Science and your science. They want to know the difference. They want to know why they don't know enough about Noble Drew Ali, but they know about this bogus civic stuff. Why don't they know what Noble Drew Ali did back in 1926 through 1929, but they know all about this civic stuff? So, brother, come on in the chat and let's talk about it. It's on you, brother. Introduce yourself.
First, let me rise. Give all honors and praises to Allah. I'd like to extend those honors to the Prophet, to his forerunner, to Brother Taharka for his work that he's doing, and all the listeners. With that, I say Islam. To answer your question first, I would have to
I would
say
have
that
to say
the
that the
activity
activity
that they are
that they are
engaging in is
engaging in is
definitely
definitely
fraudulent
fraudulent
activity.
activity.
I don't know
I
them
don't know
personally,
them
so I
personally,
can't
so I
really
can't
say
really
if
say
they're
if
frauds,
they're
but I can
frauds, but
say
I
that
can say that
the
the
website that you're
website that you're
referencing,
referencing,
first off,
first off,
you know,
you
let me,
know,
let me
let me
screen share real
screen
quick,
share
brother.
real quick, brother. Islam, come on with it, brother. It's all you. Yeah, that's right.
There we go.
There you go.
Select the window to show.
Window show.
How
Oh,
about this?
how about this?
Is that popping
Is
up?
that popping up? Hold up. They said echo. Hold up. Why do I don't hear the echo. Hold up
Oh,
one
here we
second.
go. I got you.
What, the echo?
All right.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna mute my mic.
So let me I'm gonna scroll through real quick.
Islam.
I don't have these in perfect order, but you'll see what we're talking about. So this is the website we're talking about, USAR. All right, United States of America Republic. And you basically just showed what this website is based off of. The European, how can we say, Confederate sympathizers that want to go back to pre-1865. That's what he's copying, and I'm not sure if he realizes that. I would like to think, since he went through the trouble.
I don't see your screen share, my brother.
What's that? Can you see it?
Can you see it? No, I can't see your screen share. I just see your icon.
All right, hold on. Let me come back out. I'm not sure. Let me get back in the screen share. Boom.
Hey, family, let me assure you, all those who watching this show, this is not about slandering anybody. This is about, I see your screen share, 1 second. This is about defining what is Moorish science and what is not. Period, point blank.
That's it.
Is USAR Moorish science? Or is it a real government? That's the question. It's on you, my
question. Great question, because one of the things that the brother, I guess put on the website is that, he makes a statement that this is not the Moorish Science Temple, right? But as we go through the website, we're going to see how much influence that he has gotten from the temple. So I wanted to read this first. It says, this is a government website for the Moorish American people who wish to have their political rights and freedom. This site is for those Moorish Americans who are active and not passive, for those Moors who wish to have true freedom and equality and the right to self-determination. But really, this is an oxymoron of phrases, because these ideals already exist. There's nothing stopping any of us from having our political rights and freedom. As Prophet Drew Ali taught, the only slavery that exists in these days and times is mental slavery. So this is, and the fact that he calls it a government website is not made on Wix. All right, let me repeat that. A government website is not made on Wix. If anybody is on the site right now, or can go to the site right now, I want you to scroll to the bottom of the site. And what you're going to find is that you're going to see a Wix free website. It's a free website. So it's not even a designed website that the brother went through a whole lot of time. No, it was a lot of cut, paste, uploading, copy and paste information. So really, Taharka, this website was not put together with much thought or care. And you can also see that if you try to scroll to the left side of the page, it's missing. So some of the information is even missing. Let me continue. I'm gonna move past. I'm gonna read some of this. This site is for those Moors who are sick and tired of being labeled as some sovereign citizen or radical, but only wish to be recognized as part of being that of your ancestors, a Moorish American, Moorish national, right? And we've had a show before where we explain the difference between what a citizen is and what a national is. And for any of our Moorish brothers to start sliding on the side of the national without incorporating the citizen first, because that's what we are, because all of us are citizens, but all of us are not nationals. Some of us may be. And a true state citizen of your own right, of full age and capacity, bearing all inalienable and civil rights. This site is to help transform you into a true Moorish national citizen, part of a free national government under the protection of a state. You know, this brother is basically claiming that he has created a state, it's and a country. All in, I'm really confused on that part, because he's saying he created a country, a nation, and a state. So we can see here, it says United States of America Republic. This free national government was reestablished on the 14th day of April in the year 2015. So according to this website, the United States of America is 2 years old. 2 years old. Okay. And you also see here, he's claiming that this is our governing entity, but it's not. He also claims, if you read through, I'm just going to keep the screenshot up for a second for those who want to go back. Y'all can read through this. I mean, I don't want to say what I want to say, but notice, just read this when you get a minute. I'm going to keep going. All right. Now, I want you to look at this. So this is, I showed you where it said this is a government website. And I also broke down the facts that this is a free Wix website. So anybody can go to wix.com for free, set up your little website. They got plenty of pictures.
Hold up, brother. Hold up. Oh. You mean
Yes,
tell
sir.
me
Yes, sir.
that the United States Republic government is operating on a free Wix website, and Moorish World TV ain't got no website? I'm called Canon-Bey. I need you to hook my website up, cause that, man, this is go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
It's free. It's free. It's free. That's right. So I also want you to look at this. This particular government not only is on a Wix website, but it also has a Gmail account. On top of that, you can see here it also has a P.O. box in Missouri. But for some reason, this claims, if you go further through the website, that they're located in Illinois. So I'm very confused about this P.O. box in Missouri, as opposed to the Illinois address that is also given on the website, as well as this Gmail account. You will not find another government with a Gmail account. It just doesn't happen. I'm gonna skip through some of this. I want you to look here again. You see the P.O. box. You see they're still trying to tell you to proclaim your nationality. And when you get a chance, definitely check out that welcome letter. This stuff is totally crazy. I'm just gonna say it. It's crazy. Look at this affidavit of truth on the website where it says, "I, President." Now, again, let me just backtrack. This brother is calling himself the President of the United States of America, and has reestablished it just 2 years ago somehow. And none of us heard of this. This was not on the news. This was not addressed in any of our temples across the nation. I never heard of it. I've been in the movement almost 20 years. So it says, "I, President C. Canon-Bey, do solemnly affirm that a meeting was held at United States of America Republic before the Continental Congress." I mean, Continental Congress hasn't been in effect since the 1700s. You know, so this is, I mean, this is ridiculous. In Cook County, in the state of Illinois, on January 22nd, 2017, for the purpose, the following members: Christopher Canon-Bey, K. Charles Bey, Taiwan Smith Bey, Sharon Green L., Linda Ann Bashful L., Ross Woody Jr. Bey, were appointed trustees, vestrymen of the Vast or Voss Estate Express Trust. Again, so we just came back to the Express Trust, the Vast Estate Trust that doesn't exist. That these brothers trying to say the prophet left, but they didn't put it in place until 2010. But nobody's checking the dates. But we check the dates, so anybody on this show can go back and you can see where we put that up on the site. So anybody got questions about that vast estate, we've already cleared that up. According to the rules and usages of such Moorish American society by its council, under any by virtue of sections, blah, 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 an act concerning corporations approved April 18, 1872 in the United States of America Republic's home office at 3336 West 164th Street, Markham, Illinois, adopted as its corporate name. So you can see there, that's the other address that I was referring to just a few minutes ago. I'll leave it at that, you know. So we can see this is just a lot of made up mumbo jumbo. These brothers are really trying to fool people. Here's something I wanted to point out as well. It asked question 5 in that website. It says, who is the Grand Sheikh? And he answers, all the Grand Sheikhs are our sheikhs, but they only have power in the temples. Their power doesn't carry into our state government and is limited to the internal theocratic government of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Now, generally, I agree with that particular statement within this, but we also have to look at people like Asta the priest, brothers like, I believe his name is Canon-Bey up in Syracuse. These are actual Moorish Americans who are a part of the government and who are, making changes within the government and have made changes in the government. Okay, let me continue. It has the power to save souls, but cannot govern the flesh. Sheiks have the power to enforce the laws of the Moorish Science Temple of America inside the temple, but they do not have the power outside of the temple to stop Moors from committing crimes. And what did you just break down, Taharka? You just broke down this brother's crimes. You named several, okay? Nor to advance us as a nation. So it says, let me read that part again. So it says that the sheiks do not have the power outside of the temple to stop Moors from committing crimes, nor to advance us as a nation. So this brother is showing and proving that his intent is to commit crimes to so-called advance the nation. This is where state government comes into place, and you see he ends it saying that he has created some form of state government. Okay, but I've where's the state? Is it in Illinois or is it in Missouri? And where is your state? I'm confused. Let me move on. Yeah, everything that I have up here, I could go into, but I'm going to move to the meat of this. So here's one of the documents on the page, Public Notice 2, posted the 7th of February, 2016, speaks again of the vast estate express trust, right? This is a fraud, Tarka. Land inheritance, standing as the heir to Noble Drew Ali. Again, this is another person who is a self-proclaimed heir to Noble Drew Ali, and his so-called vast estate express trust, a member of the Moorish Science Temple of America. And it says, I, Linda Ann Bashful L., Moorish American, being the heir and true progenies of the Honorable Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Tarka, do you know this sister? Is she the granddaughter of Prophet Noble Drew Ali or something?
Brother, I have no clue.
Okay.
Never heard that the prophet had children or grandchildren. And new to me.
As the grand governor instructed anything about this heir?
New to me, brother. New to me.
I'm just checking. So as you can see, I'm not even going to read the rest of that because this is a bunch of nonsense. You can see here, the brother has come up with his own form of constitution. Let me make this a little bit bigger. You see he has a preamble, which is basically stolen from the preamble of the Constitution. He just rewords it, throw a couple Moorish this and that's in there. And there he has his articles. I would encourage the listeners to read it. If you're curious, go for it. But if you don't want to waste your time, I wouldn't even waste my time reading through that thing, to be honest. Here's another issue that I wanted to address here. It says Title 8 USC 1408, and he's making a distinction here. It says nationals, but not citizens of the United States at birth, unless otherwise provided in subsection 301 of this Title 8 USC 1401. The following shall be nationals, but not citizens of the United States at birth: a person born outside the United States and its outlying possessions of both parents, of whom are nationals, but not citizens of the United States, and have had residence in the United States or one of its outlying possessions prior of birth of such person. So for you to be a national, you have to fit into those requirements according to Title 8 USC 1408. And this is on the brother's website, but he continues to say, to be a national, that you have to come under his state, which we don't even know what that state is called, because I'm still trying to figure out, is the USAR an actual nation or is it a state? Is it a nation state? And if they're nationals, which state or which outlying possessions Where you born in, brother? Or where your parents come from? So you're claiming that you're not a citizen. The prophet told us that we're citizens. Let's read this bottom here. Example, and this is from him. The 14th Amendment.
I don't see a screen share, brother.
You don't see it again?
Yeah, it went down.
I don't know why it keeps going out. Let me try to reestablish it.
And then we're going to have my good brother CJ Shaw Ill coming right behind you. Stand with us, bear with a family. We're going to get through this. We're going to get you this. Y'all going to get this work tonight.
That's
I
right.
just seen the screen share, but it went right back down, my brother.
You went right back down?
Yeah.
Let me try one more time. Here we go. All right. Let me get in here. All right. I'm going to do my best not to fill up the whole page this time. How's that? Are you able to see that? Brother Tark.
Yes, sir. Looking good. Looking good.
Good to go. Okay. So it says, example, the 14th Amendment created a citizenship for Black people. A national of the United States, mean a citizen of the United States, or a non-citizen who owes permanent allegiance to the United States, also termed U.S. national, U.S. citizen. These terms are synonymous terms, meaning the same thing. But you can see he made up this portion, okay, to make it try to fit. But you see this information don't fit with this information. So I would implore any of who are interested, you know, and want to know for sure, read that part again, then read his example, and you'll see it doesn't match up. All right, now let's meet the Attorney General, K. Charles Bey. So, and look in the background, it says the northern continent of Amexem, the North Gate, America, Morocco, West Asia. You know, North America, let's clear this up, is not West Asia. It is not Morocco. Okay. North Gate, I guess that's up for debate. The northern continent of Amexem, definitely not. If you go to the 101s or the 102s, key 33 expressly puts it into the right frame where it says, what is the modern name of Amexem? And then it says Africa as the answer. Africa. Now, I do not negate the fact that at one point, much of this territory may have been under Moroccan and West African rule. But still, that's still up for debate. So this is just false. And as you can see, the brother got the flag in the back. You can see that's not the temple's flag. That is the Moroccan flag specifically. So we can see there's a lot of hodgepodge, a lot of mixing up in here. So we can see this brother has the correct flag behind him, but has the Moroccan flag behind him on the other side. But again, so this is the Secretary of State. Here we have the Speaker of the House. And you know, if this was the case, this information should be sent out and blasted out to all the temples. We should know about this, but this is not real. So again, we have a group of Moors that are living in fantasy land. Okay. Now here we have some information here. It says, take your oath of allegiance, right? So you send in 2 passport size photos wearing your fez or your turban. Take your oath of allegiance, right? Now again, here, what government do you know that is taking love offerings via PayPal? That was an actual question. So I don't know any. I'm gonna skip this part. Let me see here. Yeah, I'm gonna get through some of this. I don't want to belabor any points. I want to get to the meat of this. Let's see. Now, here we go. Let's see here. Most national citizens. I'm not even gonna waste my time on that. All right. Now, let me come back just a little bit. Now, there was a part earlier where I showed about the 14th Amendment. Now, he said that, basically the 14th Amendment is what made us citizens. But as we can see here, let me read this real quick. So these are two of the presiding judges of the Supreme Court at that time, and here was their decisions on the case. Here was their dissent, rather. So Justice Benjamin Robbins Curtis, in dissent, attacked much of the court's decision as obiter dicta, on the ground that once the court determined that it did not have jurisdiction to hear Scott's case, it must simply dismiss the action and not pass judgment on the merits of the claims. The dissents by Curtis and McLean also attacked the court's overruling of the Missouri Compromise on its merits, noting both that it was not necessary to decide the question and also that none of the authors of the Constitution had ever objected on constitutional grounds to the United States Congress adoption of the anti-slavery provisions of the Northwest Ordinance passed by the Continental Congress or the subsequent acts that barred slavery north of the 36th degree by 30 North. Okay, again, another dissent, Justice John McLean dissented, writing that there was no basis for the claim that blacks could not be citizens. At the time of the ratification of the constitutions, black men could vote in 5 of the 13 states. This made them citizens, not only of their states, but of the United States. Therefore, Justice McLean concluded that the argument that Scott was not a citizen was more a matter of taste than of law. In this dissent, Justice McLean cited the precedent Mary Louise versus Marot, an 1835 case in which Louisiana Supreme Court Chief Justice George Matthews Jr. ruled that being free for one moment in France, it was not in the power of her former owner to reduce her again to slavery. Let's see here. And this is just a little bit more on that same information. Feel free to read that. I won't even go into it. Actually, I will. Let me read this. The Supreme Court's decision in Dred Scott versus Sanford is unanimously denounced by scholars. Bernard Schwartz says it stands first in any list of the worst Supreme Court decisions. Chief Justice C.E. Hughes called it the court's greatest self-inflicted wound. Junius P. Rodriguez says it is universally condemned as the U.S. Supreme Court's worst decision. Historian David Thomas Koenig says it was unquestionably our court's worst decision ever. So you can see they all had the same, all of the scholars, the legal scholars, felt the same way about that decision. Of course, the 13th Amendment also overturned that, and there were several other different things that overturned that particular case. Just wanted to show a few more things before I end on this. You can see here, this particular group also has a bunch of different IDs, so-called driver's licenses, so-called national passports, national license plates. So this is the same story again. You can see that this is part of the hustle that must end. Let me see here. Let me see.
The same story. The same old story.
That's right. That's right. This is
Listen,
their
go ahead, brother.
Their little symbol, their seal. Let me scoop past some of this. Let's see. So again, you see that? I just screenshotted that from the bottom of the website, create a Wix site. So again, you can go to their site. If you want to create a site like that, you can just click on the bottom little button and they'll set you up. All right, so you see they have their own criminal code. They went through a lot of trouble. Here's the license plates that they have available for you. I'm sure they run in the neighborhood of $250 to $350, like most of these offshoot fraudulent scofflaw organizations. Again, here's some more of those documents. Here's their passport. And I dare anyone that's listening, that's in earshot, to get you one of these and try to fly overseas and see what happens.
Yeah, brother. Let me say this real quick. I'm gonna mute you for 1 second, then you can just wrap that up. I want to say this, family. Please don't go looking at this stuff out of curiosity and put you and your family in danger. This stuff is the same stuff that got our good brother Mos Def stuck in South Africa. He had an international passport, a made-up passport. They haven't made up, they making their stuff off printers. You know what I'm saying? They making this stuff up. Those license plates, they only digital. These are digital things. They don't put them on their cars. And if they do, it's a vanity plate. It's not for real. Family, don't try this at home. That's all I'm saying. If you do, it's on you. Let my brother wrap it up, and CJ Shaw L will be coming in a second. Come on, my brother.
Islam. Can you hear me, brother? All right. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let me wrap this up. So basically, they have something on their page that says nationality trivia, right? And it says, name one group of people on Earth who are required to carry a nationality card, right? And you can click the little answer button. And I did click the answer button, and I read what it said, and it forced me to disagree. So let me show you what I found. So this is a list of national identity cards, policies by country, right? Now, of course, this is right from Wikipedia. You just type nationality identification cards in your Google search. This will pop up. And I want you to read this last sentence here. It says, in countries of the European Union, a national identity card complying to certain standards can in most cases be used by European citizens as a travel document in place of a passport. Okay, so let me give you, again, here's the European Union. If you don't know what that is, basically it's a political and economic union of 28 member states located in Europe primarily. All right, so I just wanted to cover that real quick. Now here is the list, because he claims that there is none. And when you hit that answer button, it will tell you that there is none. It doesn't exist. I'm showing you right now, here is 28 just in Europe alone. But that's not it. That's not all. So here's the source for that. So if you want to check EU Directives 2004-38 EC, you can pull that up online. It'll come right up and give you that list again. Now here is another country, Peru, Gambia in Africa. Argentina also requires one. Mauritius, which is an ancient Moorish country in Africa as well. Morocco also requires one. Pakistan requires one. What are we at, like 35 already? Guatemala. I'll stop there. Let's see here. So this is a Secretary of State certification, public document. You see, they're creating some crazy documents, but you can buy one for $25. You can get this pretty piece of paper with the little stamp at the bottom. Here's a couple more countries that require that same document: Iran and Iraq. Let's see here. You know, I'll end there for now. And if something else comes up in the conversation, I'll definitely chime in and add on. Islam.
Let me say this, family. What we're talking about here is we're trying to show what is Moorish Science Temple and what is not. This is not about C. Canon-Bey. However, because this brother propagates something that could be confused with Moorish Science Temple of America. Also, he said my name in a video about nothing, so I'm going to say his name. If he wouldn't have jumped out the window, I would have stuck to the narrative of addressing the ideal that this is not a country, that this doctrine is not more science, and I would have left it at that and kept going. I'm telling you, family, this is not coming from a lower vibration. This is not coming from a provocative place where I want to antagonize anybody. It's coming from a place of pure intent to separate and not allow people to dirty or stain the Moorish name any longer. The Moorish Science Temple of America was founded by the Prophet Noble Drew Ali for pure intent, love intent, to develop us as individuals and as a nation of people. And anybody that comes to dirty that intent up or try to by intentionally or unintentionally, it's going to be addressed. Period, point blank. With that, let me bring my brother in. He been sitting there waiting patiently. I know he all worked up. He probably said, man, with the brother, stop. Now here goes to Arthur talking. I got to say something. With that, man, this is my brother. Like for real, like for real, like look at him though. Like for real. Now check him out. Hold on, let me get in. Now check him out. This is my brother for real. Y'all be thinking that I'm like, oh no, he up in the shy and you down in Baltimore. Hold up, y'all do look kind of like, man, it's the real deal. It's the real deal. But with that, let me bring my brother CJ Shaw Hill, man. Love the brother. Brother, introduce yourself. Let the people know who you are. Let's talk about it. I'll mute your mic and I'm going to mute mine. The floor is yours, brother. Because ain't I want you to tell the people, I want you to tell the people how you pasted that stuff on my page on Facebook. How did stuff start off, my brother?
Islam. Praise Allah, the never sleeping God of the universe, Father, love, true peace, freedom, and justice, first and foremost. Extending all hail and high honors to our prophet, brother, man, and friend, Prophet Noble Ali. Honors to his forerunner, Marcus Messiah Garvey, purity made flesh, who cleaned up our mind states that we might be prepared to learn to love instead of hate. Praise God for all true past and present leaders of the Moorish Science Temple of America and all true and faithful members of the Moorish Science Temple of America. It's in our honors as well to all where honors is due. Islam, praise Allah. Yeah, I've been on your show a couple times. I've never like actually introduced myself. By the way, my laptop died. Pardon me, Moorish Road TV audience. I was at Sunday school. That's why you saw things going on. My Sunday school ran a little bit late, and I neglected to bring my laptop charger. But I've got this good old iPhone, so bear with me. I'm in Grand Sheikh, Divine Minister of Temple number 25 here in the Mecca, so fairly often, I post things to my members and to other members, et cetera, et cetera. My page is mostly, temple business, for the record, love, peace, freedom, and justice. And I posted, I shared a video from Brother Ben X about a young brother who was getting beat up by some police officers. The young brother was held down on the ground. I mean, they were sitting on the brother and literally like fist to face, like punching the brother. And so I shared the video, because things like that are very, very disturbing and should be addressed. And so I shared the video to the public. And one of the young followers, I guess, of the USAR took it upon himself to flood my page with various fraudulent information. I guess he thought I was Ben X, I'm sorry. He thought I was Ben X. He actually said that on the post after he realized who I was, because I told him that their group is a fraudulent group, et cetera, et cetera. Because basically his post was to the effect that Negroes don't have a state, Black lives don't matter, et cetera, join the USAR for protection and government, and we've got our own police and all these fraudulent lies. And so I simply told him, bro, your group is a fraudulent group. It's an offshoot group, further dividing the people. You should slow down and rethink your position, especially on my page. Everyone who knows me kind of knows that I really don't play when it comes to the law. I'm very zealous. My ill is for real. My zeal is too, for the record. Oftentimes people kind of say that my reputation for not playing with the law precedes me, which is kind of why my brother man just made that little disclaimer earlier when I got on the call, because I don't want this to be perceived at all to have any sort of malicious intent, or to seem as if, I'm picking on anybody, or I'm beating anybody up with the law, or trying to overshine anybody intellectually or anything of that nature. For the record, my love is for the prophet and the Moorish Science Temple of America that would save me, and that which I know is the only way to save my people. So when I see individuals who purport to be the Moorish Science Temple of America and are sullying the good name thereof, it's incumbent upon me to stand in defense of this everlasting gospel, as indeed a wall of brass, as I have given my life to do so, as all these degrees and things you see behind me say that I've pledged my life to do so. So again, You know, my thing is this: many people don't know what the Moorish Science of America is, don't understand and/or believe what the Moorish Science of America is. It is a holy and divine movement. Understand those words: holy and divine. You know, like let's make that plain first. Holy and divine movement. You understand? It's not something to be played with. It's not something to be taken lightly. You understand? It's not something that you can plagiarize or something you can pretend with. Not any other so-called spiritual system, be it Islamic, be it Buddhist, be it Confucianism, be it the teachings of the Christ. None of them will be taken ever so lightly to allow anyone to pretend to be a part and a partial thereof if they aren't. You understand? Or to dress up that spiritual house and spiritual teaching. For one, two, the Moorish Science Temple of America is indeed a government within this government. Islam, it is indeed a nation. Moorish American indeed is our nationality, and our nationality is indicative of our culture. Islam, there's no other people on earth who would have another people pretending to be them and selling their culture, marketing and commercializing their culture. The Mexicans wouldn't stand for it. The Japanese wouldn't stand for it. The Koreans wouldn't have it. The Iranians would kill you. You understand? The so-called blacks don't even like you still in their slang. So what makes you think that a proud Moorish American Muslim sheik would stand for you playing with this culture on this page? Well, let's be for real. Like, not any other nation of people on earth would even accept the conversation that perhaps it's okay to merchandise their culture, to merchandise, fraudulently merchandise their culture, to pretend as if you are. You a president, this, that, and the third, and y'all got these and senators and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Meanwhile, you're not even a part and or a partial of. Like, completely lying to the people about what is. This is why we have division now. This is why we have so many people now wondering what the Moorish Science of America is. Oh, y'all the ones who don't got to do this. Y'all the ones who don't do that. Y'all the ones who don't need these. Nah. In order to know, you must be. Those individuals are clearly not. So there's no way that they could possibly know. Again, my thing is, these individuals with this USAR demonstration, Taharka, I sent you the paperwork from them. They filed in the state of Indiana as the Moorish Science Temple of America. Their USAR paperwork has the Moorish Science Temple of America as its registered agent. Taharka, you got the paperwork I sent you? If you got that, pull that up whenever you get a chance. I can't hear you, bro. Your screen is muted. But what I'll do is
I got you, my brother. I'm pulling up in a second, but carry on. I'm about to pull it up right now.
Islam, praise the Lord. So again, their paperwork, they have the Moorish Science Temple of America established as their registered agent to form their quote-unquote company, which is called the United States of America Republic. Like, this is absolutely ridiculous to have any people who pretend to be your nation and pretend that your nation has started another corporation fraudulently pretending to be the United States of America Republic. Now, any member who's ever been to any base meeting with the Moorish Science Temple of America should have been privy to Act 1 of the additional laws. Act 1 of the additional laws reads, Grand Sheiks and governors and heads of all temples, all businesses, each said temple must be approved by the Prophet Noble Jew Ali. So if each said business must be approved by the Prophet Noble Jew Ali, then that would mean that the USAR Corporation, which they say was established by the Moorish Science Temple of America, would need to be approved by said Moorish Science Temple of America, correct? These same individuals say
Islam, brother. Is this the document right here?
Islam, let me try to blow that up. Can you blow it up for me, bro? Let me see if I can turn my screen to the side. Perhaps I can see it better. No, I can't see it better. Are you able to blow it up?
Yeah, I'm gonna blow it up in a second. Carry on. I'm about to put it somewhere else so I can stretch it out.
Islam. Well, again, while the brother demonstrates his measure on switch the screen back to me, bro. Again, while the brother demonstrates his measure on those particular documents, because I want it to be plain, I want it to be clear. You join again. This is not to be done from malicious intent. This is done for clarity, that ones might understand that there's only one Moorish Science Temple of America, and it is the Moorish Science Temple of America. There's only one presiding officer thereof, the eternal founding father and head, Noble Drew Ali. Like, that's just it. We have a divine constitution that which established us, that which forms us, that which we must adhere to. And each said temple, each business must be approved through the same process. The same process that I got my charter through, Islam. The same process that the brother got his charter through, Islam. The same process that every legal and lawfully functioning temple of the Moorish Science Temple of America got theirs through. The same process that this program that we're on was established through, because this is a said business. Islam, these things are all regulated by the same divine constitution and bylaws and the same instructions of our Holy Quran, the Moorish Science Temple of America. Why? Because it is indicative of our culture. Because it's brought to you by one from amongst us. Not someone who's on the outside of the fold, someone who's pretending to be, someone who may have read a book, someone who may have came to a meeting or three and didn't feel that they could walk their path, so they decided to go on their own and create another path. By all means, you can have what you want, but you can't have this how you want it. Your way won't work. This is not Burger King. You can't dress the Moorish Science Temple up. This is not Moorish Science. It's Moorish Science. It's not Islam. This is Islam. For the record, one prophet, one founder, one temple. For the record. And that's what these ones need to understand. Like, they see or have seen the discord that has played out before everyone's eyes over the past couple of generations within our Moorish Science Temple of America. They've capitalized on that discord. They've capitalized on the ignorance of our people who don't even read. Like the brother who posted all that foolishness on my page, I said, bro, there's no way you read that stuff. Like, it clearly says that their application was rejected in the state of Illinois. Clearly. Why? Because the Moorish Science Temple of America was founded here in the state of Illinois. Like, again, they're capitalizing on the ignorance of our people and the discord that has come about, that has played out over the last couple of generations. But see, those generations have taken their place and have done their job and have kept the doors open. It's a new day and age now. It's a new time. Third and fourth generation. Well, these Moors are coming in with their eyes wide open and they're looking to carry out the prophet's work. This is the uniting of the Moorish Science Temple of America. For the record. Islam, praise Allah.
That's right, brother. So this is the biggest I can get it. But if you got it, you can read it and people can be able to see it if they can get close to the screen.
Islam, praise Allah, go to it. In my phone.
So this is the state of Indiana. Is that one you wanted to look at?
Islam, I'm going to go right to it right now. I see which one you have up there. And I'll let you know 1 second.
Islam. And family, I like to say this while my brother looking at it. I want to say, family, listen. If you are interested in Moorish Science Temple of America, please find yourself a qualified Moorish American. Meet with them, maybe in a chat on Facebook. Discuss the basics of Moorish Science. Discuss the things that will make you a better person, that will make you a better citizen, that will make you want to help your brother, want to help your sister, want to build something for the next generation. That's what Moorish Science is really about. I want to direct your attention right now to the Young People Moorish Retreat. This is going down in the D, Detroit. This is Brother J. Fuquan Bey, young brother. He's putting this thing together for the young people of Detroit. You know, all the killing, all the rolling up the blunts, all of the popping pills, drinking syrup, act like y'all don't know about it. We got a young brother here that's trying to organize young people. Please call his number. Y'all see the numbers here. Y'all see the email. He also has a GoFundMe. Please support the brother. Encourage the brother. So he won't grow up trying to figure out what's Moorish Science, or somebody of his peers. He ain't gonna grow up like that because his father ain't going for it. Salute to my brother, the Grand Sheikh Fuqua Bey. But so his peers won't be trying to figure out what's Moorish Science. You know, support the brother.
Islam.
You know, Islam. My brother back in effect, and you there, my brother?
Islam. Praise Allah. Please do support the Young People's Moorish Retreat. Islam. For the record, I always wanted to be a part of the Young People's Moorish League. By the time I was able to actually join a temple, I was kind of too old. But absolutely, Young People's Moorish National League. It is absolutely imperative that we give our young people something to look forward to, and something to develop them into the true Moorish American Muslims and leaders in guiding the nation that they are and have deep within them. The two I just sent you, not that one.
Okay. Let's see what you just sent me.
I didn't send it once. These are the coup de grace, if you will.
I'm about to get them up in a second. You just
Praise
sent
Allah.
them?
Islam, I just sent them to you.
All right, got you. Okay, here we go. We working.
Islam. And for the record again, you know, this is simply for clarity. You know, there's some good people over there that deal with that organization. You know, some really good people over there. I've spoken with some of those people over there, and many of them, you know, are like I said, good people, good-hearted people who want the truth. They want, home. But there's this spread of what seems to be division. There is no division within the Moorish Science Temple of America. There's only division from those who are outside the Moorish Science Temple of America.
Indeed.
We don't get into grand-bodiness and who's your supreme or national, that or none of that. Because for the record, both myself and Taharka and several other brothers that I deal with on a daily, who join me today as well, are part of different grand bodies. We're not caught up on the Moorish Science Temple of America.
So boy, what you just sent me? Something from Virginia?
Nay, I just sent you their filing. Their filing. It's two separate pieces.
I got one. I can't see it that clear. Let me show it to you. I got one right here. It's hard to see it, but I think I got it.
That's it. That's one of them.
But it's hard to see, but we can read it out. It is what it is. You know what I mean? We definitely can read it out.
That was try the other one.
All right.
Is there a way that I can put it in the chat myself?
Yeah, all you got to do is screen share it.
How do I do that?
Oh man, that's a classic. Yeah, you have to put it on a file and then screen share it. You know what I mean? That's a task in itself, actually.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, but I think I got you though. Is this
No, that's Virginia.
I got them.
See, that's what you're doing right now, right? It's putting on file, screen sharing.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. No.
So you looking? Which one are you looking for? The Chicago?
The articles. Their article of incorporation.
I'm trying to see what you just said. All right, I got you. Stick with me, family. We're going to get this together. Give me 1 second.
Because right here under the Articles of Incorporation, Article 2, the registered office and agent is Moorish Science Temple of America, 710 South Wheeler, Unit 1 in Griffin, Indiana.
I got you. Here we go. Oh yeah, they're gonna get this work. They got to get the truth.
The incorporators were 3 Christopher Canon-Beys from different addresses. One in Chicago, one in North.
There you go, right there.
You got that? Let me see. I'm coming back.
You can see that. Christopher.
I'll come back to you right now.
Christopher.
Yeah, that's it right there.
There you go.
Okay, so these are the articles of incorporation for in the state of Indiana. It's echoing bad. Can you mute your microphone? Islam. So these are the articles of incorporation. Alman Bay, praise Allah, I appreciate you, Mo. These are the articles of incorporation for the USAR. In Article 1, the name and principal office, United States of America Corporation. P.O. Box 64119, Gary, Indiana, 46401. Article 2, registered office and agent, Moorish Science Temple of America, 710 South Wheeler, Unit 1, Griffin, Indiana, 46319. The signature represents that the registered agent named in the application has consented to the appointment of registered agent. Consented to the appointment of a registered agent, even though no one from the Moorish Science Temple of America has approved said business. The Article 3 incorporators, Christopher Canon-Bey, and there's his signature. Christopher Canon-Bey again from a Markham address, his signature, and Christopher Canon-Bey again from a Chicago, Illinois address, again with the signature. Article 4 being general affirmation. The type of corporation, it's a public benefit corporation. And there you have it. Like there's,
so, bro, it's not a country or a state. It's a what?
It's a public benefit corporation. Like a not-for-profit.
No, it's a state. It's a republic.
No. It's a public benefit corporation. I just read that to you. Bro,
I'm telling you, he's a nation. He has police cars and everything on his website.
No. I'll show you why he's not a nation. Go to the next sheet that I gave you. Approved and filed. This is the business entity report. This is where you have to say who you are, and what you're doing. The name and principal address, you got the business ID. The business type is a domestic nonprofit corporation in the state of Indiana. That's why all those other certificates that they got from other states consider them to be foreign, because they're filed as a domestic corporation within Indiana. So you're absolutely foreign to every other state. Islam, they say it's mad echo on my horn.
Hey, boy. It's a nation. It's United States Republic. I seen it.
No, it's definitely not, Mo. So again, I'm gonna continue to read you. It's a domestic nonprofit corporation. You join, and the business name is United States of America Corporation. Its principal address is right there, 710 Wheeler in Griffin. It was filed in 2016, that's very last year. The name and address of the registered office and agent, again, the Moorish Science Temple of America. So it's doing business out of the same address that the Moorish Science of America is doing business. And its principal, Islam, praise Allah, now wavy, Sheikh David Hill, Sheikh David Florence Hill, praise Allah, Mo. They let me know about my audio. Title, his principal is the president. His name, Christopher Canon-Bey, and his address is at the same location. And he signs as Christopher Canon-Bey, the president of this business. That's what he is. He's the president of a business. And that's perfectly fine. No one told you can't run your own businesses. But any businesses with the Moorish Science of America, they have to be approved by the prophet. I mean, it is what it is. Like, there's no real way around that, bro. Like, there's nothing to be discussed about it. It just is what it is. Obey the law.
So my brother, real quick. So I until I get this mic thing straight, I'm gonna mute you real quick. So basically, what is going on is this. What is going on is that this brother created a nonprofit business that is cloaked as some form of government that he has formulated and trying to convince people that he's actually an official government entity that has been birthed to facilitate Moorish Americans. Is that what we get into basically more?
Pardon us, more. I'm not gonna pretend to know his intent. You know what I mean? Well, yeah, I'm not gonna pretend to know his intent. But what I can observe is this. You're not inside the Moorish Science Temple of America. The prophet said these individuals who are their charge is embezzlement. They are embezzlers of our faith. The faith and creed, actually. Islam of our forefathers. It's clear that these individuals have sinister intentions, sinister motives, it's clearly not the uplifting of fallen humanity. Because my thing is, truth don't change or pass away. Like, we don't need to go lying to these people about who and what we are. Like, everyone saw House Resolution 0689. If you haven't, look up House Resolution 0689, Illinois state government. Every single, like, not every single, but there are several states who have the same proclamation about the Moorish Science Temple of America. These are state General Assembly proclamations. Mayors who sign these proclamations. Governors and town presidents, etc., who are signing these proclamations about the Moorish Science Temple of America. Again, read what's affectionately called Our Authority on the back of our 101s. I keep a copy. That's what I showed you last week or 2 weeks ago, whenever that was. Like, read the demonstration. It clearly says, and the said Moorish Science of America adopted as its corporate name, Moorish Science of America. That's from the Hurge Revised Statutes, chapter 32, section 36. That particular affidavit. And if you read further in that statute, which is from the 1872 Religious Corporation Act, it tells you that after the filing of said affidavit, said entity shall remain a body politic and corporate. Now go look up what body politic and corporate is, and you'll know for sure that you need not seek for a cure. The prophet did it all. He set it up. It's gonna take y'all a long time to figure out what he did here. But outside the Moorish Science of America, you'll never get it. You'll never see it. You got to come home and study, man.
Now, more. Let me add on real quick. Now, family, check this out. I want to say this, and then we're gonna wrap it up because I don't want to keep y'all too long. Listen, what the brother has attempted to do. We're talking about C. Canon-Bey. What he has attempted to do is this is what I see. What he attempted to do was create a non-profit organization, right? Called the Moorish the United States of America Republic. Sorry. So he created it as a business.
Islam, First, somehow, some way, he created a Moorish Science Temple of America Corporation.
Okay.
Now we need to.
Gotcha.
Now I need to get those corporation. You join to see if those are formed. At least, if he's using them, because we know already.
We're going to do a part two. We're going to do a part two and dismantle that too. But for the sake of clarity for the audience that's watching this show, right now I am surmising that the brother created a non-profit business entity called the United States Republic of America. And
United
States of America Republic, yes. So I want to get this right.
Corporation.
So,
the name,
corporation.
The name United States of America Republic Corporation. That's the name.
Exactly. So it's a business. Now, to mislead many people, and like I said, I really don't like to call people out, but this brother called me out all day. Young brothers like this, they got so much potential and so much intent. This is a young brother. I've seen him on quite a few blogs representing this foolishness. Look how he profile himself. Then he got this brother convinced that this is okay. This is not okay. This is not okay. I'm putting the brother on blast because the brother has put me on blast and he wants to understand where I stand, and I'm going to give it to you raw. This is not okay. This is not more science, and it gives more science, noble cause, a bad name. But brothers like this is following Canon-Bey, and he has a one-way ticket to the cemetery or the grave for misinformation. He's misinformed. So the brother Canon-Bey, he actually is doing, when he's filing all of these corporate filings, when he's filing all of these corporate filings, look at this, family. He filed one in the state of, what is this? This one is the state of Indiana. He filed one in Missouri. These are foreign filings. And I'm going to explain to you what this is. Because
it's not about us.
Yes, sir.
Islam, if I may, real quick. The first one, I want to go into that first one. The one from Indiana, that first filing. That is the state of Indiana, Office of the Secretary of State, a certificate of existence. It says, to whom these presents come, greetings. I, Connie Lawson, Secretary of the State of Indiana, do hereby certify that I am, by virtue of the laws of the state of Indiana, the custodian of the corporate records and the proper official to execute this certificate. I further certify that records of this office disclose that United States of America Republic Corporation duly filed the requisite documents to commence business activities under the laws of the state of Indiana on April 14, 2015, and was in existence or authorized to transact business in the state of Indiana on December 27, 2016. I further certify this domestic nonprofit corporation has filed its most recent report required by Indiana law with the Secretary of State, or is not yet required to file such report, and that no notice of withdrawal, dissolution, or expiration has been filed or taken place. This is clearly, as it says, an Indiana business filed under the state therein.
And to add to that, either he's creating business entities in these states, or he's not
creating business entities in those other states. Can you mute yourself? Praise the Lord. No, he's not creating business entities in those states. What he's doing is taking the original entity created in Indiana and now filing for permission from those states to transact business. Foreign corporation.
That's what I'm about to get into, brother. Exactly. No. Give me 1 second. So what I was saying is two things going on, and it's a hypothesis. Either he's creating a new business under the name that he has already created in each state, or he is creating a connection with a foreign corporation in the new state. Now, number two.
Islam. No. I want it for clarity, Mo. Can you mute it real quick?
Come on.
For clarity, he's not creating a new entity.
This is a hypothesis.
I want to be clear. It's not a hypothesis at all. You can read.
But I'm about to show you something. Let me show you, and then you come back.
You muted yourself this time, Mo.
Yeah, you can come back, Mo. You can come back, brother. He's doing two things. He's either trying to create independent business in each state, or he's filing foreign corporate documents to connect every state to the original filing of the original state. So when you look at these documents, you'll see B is most likely what he's doing. He's trying to connect every state that he's filed a foreign corporation with the original filing in Chicago. I think it's in Chicago. So when you look at the one in Missouri, and I'm getting to the point. Or Indiana, somewhere.
Indiana.
Hold up. Indiana. But the point that I'm ready to make is this. When you get to, and you look at the foreign corporation, the young brother, this brother Dexter, when he see foreign, he thinks that it's representation of a foreign country, like the United States, America Republic is a foreign country, because he sees the word foreign. When in actuality, in doing business, that's just what it's called. When you take a business and connect it to another state, when you file it to another state to do business in another state, And this is Biz Filings here, 101. Doing business out of state, foreign qualification. It doesn't mean that you're from Yugoslavia. It just means that you're connecting to another state. But he sees the term foreign. He thinking that he is unique and that they are established a government because he sees foreign. I'm going to just read this, and y'all can go look at this. This is bizfilings.com. If a company is going to do business outside the state of formation, then it must register to do so. This process is known as foreign qualifications. It is usually straightforward, but nearly always requiring filing documents and paying fees. It has nothing to do with a unique country. That's what I was getting to, my brother CJ Shaw. That the young brother, he's thinking that this brother is filing something that's unique to a foreign entity as if it's another country because he sees foreign. But brother, come on, brother. It's on you, brother. We're going to wrap this up in 15 minutes, and we're going to do a part 2.
Islam, praise Allah. Yeah, for the record, like I said, on those certificates, it says particularly that, this particular corporation, USAR, is a corporation filed and registered under the laws of the state of Indiana and is now given the ability to transact business as a foreign entity in these new states. Like, it's clearly what it says. What it seems as if they're doing is simply just trying to make sure that their tax exemptions work in each state. That's all that is. That their non-for-profit status works wherever they go.
Islam. So what I was actually doing is trying to give people that it's even 2 scenarios. Scenario 2 is what it is. The young brother really think, because he see the word foreign, that it's a foreign country. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. So with that, we're going to wrap this up real quick. And brother Hernandez, are you there, my brother? Brother Hernandez, he up there making some vegetarian yogurt and salads and stuff like that. Act like he can't hear me.
Islam, partner. Well, before we wrap up, really briefly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No. Hernandez, go ahead, Islam.
Go ahead, brother. You good? Are you there, Hernandez? Something wrong with his mic again. Come on with it, my brother.
Islam, praise Allah. I just wanted to briefly, before we wrap, let your viewers know that to be looking forward to or on the lookout for our next engagement, you and I, where we'll be discussing some of the progress being made toward the unification of the Moorish Science Temple of America as a whole, as well as some of the progress being made here within my local jurisdiction, our local jurisdiction, Moorish Science Temple of America, Temple 25, right here on the south side of Chicago. Because I don't want to, keep coming on here just to take the head off of Satan. You John? We got to demonstrate some uplifting acts and some of the proving thereof. So we're gonna get on here and share some things that will be of benefit, inshallah, to our Moorish American brothers and sisters around the country. Islam, praise Allah. Honor to the Prophet Noble Ali.
Hernandez, are you there, my brother? Oh, there you go. I hear you, brother.
I had to sign back in.
Yeah, bro, we was going on with it, but it was a good build. You had a good build. The brother had a good build. Everybody got their time in. And I think we made our point clear. Now, from this point, if somebody chooses to follow it, then it's on you at this point.
That's
you know what I
true.
mean? That is not more signs. Come on in, my brother.
Yeah, I just wanted to say honestly, CJ Shaw because he broke it down first person. So, whenever someone can come in and provide that particular perspective, it really puts things in perspective. And, I was looking at the chat after I got off earlier, and I
pardon us, because you're picking him up twice.
Can you hear me, bro? Islam.
It's yours, bro.
All right. Yeah. So, just in closing, I hope the family is becoming more aware that there's people out here that do not have your best interests at heart, that come in the name of Moorish Americans and Moorish Science, but they do not represent our values and our particular culture and doctrine. But they will wear the suit, they'll buy a fez, they'll tell you all kind of fantastic stories about how they can get you out of jail and get you special documents. And, I've been hearing this story for at least 20 years. And so it's the end of this. This is the end. So what we're doing on these shows is cutting the head off the snake, period. And, we're not going to allow this to happen anymore. It's done. So all of you who are listening, who are part of that fraud and are in that ideology, and you want to pretend like you a grand sheik, or pretend like you some type of president or some type of heir to the prophet with no documentation, it's not happening. The vanguards are here. Islam.
Islam. And I want to say this, family. This is the thing. I want to send a shout out to the brother Dexter Bay. Because I just put the brother picture up, and it could appear that I'm coming from a not so good place, but I'm coming from a good place. Trust me on this one. Young brothers like you would be a benefit in an official Moorish Science Temple of America. Minds like Canon-Bey, if set aright, would be a benefit in the Moorish Science Temple of America. Do you know how much effort it takes for him to send and file all those documents, state after state after state? How much money that took? Everyone it all has a filing fee. You know that money could have been put together with a group of brothers, sisters, to go and feed some people, to build a temple piece by piece, to get connected to somebody that is proficient as well as progressive into more science, so you can take it to the level that the prophet took it in 1928, 29. It takes a lot of work. And you just put a lot of work into filing, and you bringing people with you that has great potential to help to bring the Moorish Science Temple of America to its utopia. Yet, you pull away from the Moorish Science Temple of America. For whatever reason, somebody got you upset. The Grand Sheik ain't doing what you think he should be doing. The chairman ain't chairing the meeting right. The members acting funny. They didn't get you out of jail. Whatever the case may be, you pull away and then try to design and cookie cut your own thing. I'm saying come back home. We need talents like you. What you did on that Wix website, brother, you know how many business that you can put together for the temple on that website? Now, I know my brother said that, okay, some of the words was missing, but that's what your brother's for. Because Hernandez L, he can mess with that stuff too. But your attempt, if it was put in the right place, our liberation would come overnight. Our unity would come overnight. We could have so many e-commerce businesses. Man, the Prophet Noble Drew Ali came with the divine plan of the ages. It can't be changed. And it won't be changed. It is what it is. And Campbell backing off of Hernandez L, The vanguards are here. I know my brother C.J. Shaw L. He tried to be humble because he got that fiery fighting spirit, just like me. So he gonna try to be humble. Y'all can see the fight in his eyes. But he also must keep his passion within the bounds of righteousness. And at any given moment, he might step on the line. So he's very cautious. But he's still a vanguard indeed. And then there's L, a vanguard indeed. Me, a vanguard indeed. And I'm telling you, like it or not, win, lose, or draw. Win, lose, or draw. From this day forward, we will pick our battles and address those who are trying to perpetrate and act as if they're Moorish Science Temple of America. You're not going to defraud the prophet. We're doing it right now on social media, but we be in your town. We be doing lectures. We be in your city. And we're going to have the same message. That this is more science, that is not. That we need to be building a community, not building a website, trying to propagate something that's not more science. That we need to be building grocery stores, that we need to be building schools, that we need to be building communities where we can live next door to each other. And I'm telling you, y'all may ask, well, what you doing, brother? I'm telling you, give it some time. And when it fully evolves, by the end of this fall, I'm going to show you some pictures. By winter, I'm going to show you some more pictures of what's really going on. YouTube is only a bridge to cross to get to the people. And so the people can cross and get to me, to get to C.J. Shaw L, to get to Hernandez L, to get to other brothers that is ready to do the work of building a community for the next generation. Man, brothers like Dexter L, the brother like Dexter Bey, the energy that this brother have, he could be building a community right in his city with the resources and the knowledge that Moors are coming together with these days. These brothers that's been around for 20 years, talking this talk, doing these lectures, going to and fro, but haven't built no community where Moors can live together, where little babies can grow up and understand that they're Moors from birth to the death. Those days are over. All the super scholars, if you ain't getting your hands dirty, if you ain't rubbing elbows with the people in the street, then you got to get out the way. You got to get out the way. You can still do your scholarly thing, but just get out of our way so we can build something. Once we build, you can come back and teach the people, where people can cover their head from the rain, where people can clothe themselves from the elements, where people can feed themselves without fast food and ramen noodles. I'm telling you, I got me a 6-year plan, and it's working as we speak. We're going to have something. Our vast estate is not a theory no more. Our vast estate is living, alive and well. And we must come together and get it. And so I'm going to tell you this before I roll out. Got 2 minutes. If you're not in the Moorish Science Temple of America, brick and mortar, at any time, any moment, the black fast soldiers may be talking about you. At any given moment, the Prophet Noble Drew Ali created the Moorish Science Temple of America. We know how he created it. We know it was a brick and mortar building. We know he was putting people to work. We know they were educating one another. We know they was getting business contracts. We know they were creating businesses. We know that they were uplifting the community and they lived together and they lived in clusters and they lived in a society type setting. We know this. If you're not doing that and you just propagating something on the internet without a contingency plan for us to live together like a nation of people, you might be next. You might be next. And we taking it around the country. We asking for all faithful Moors. We asking for all those stand-up Moors, sisters and brothers. Moors must live together like the Italians live together in Little Italy. Moors must live together like the Chinese live together in Chinatown. My brother C.J. Shaw, he will implement that in Chicago. I'm going to implement it in Baltimore. Hernandez L. going to implement it in the ATL. We must come to live together. We can't keep talking about unity when you live in West Side, I'm living East Side. You shop at Safeway, I shop at Giant. This is what it is. It's what it is. So I'm telling you, we about to do this work. We actually doing this work. And we don't broadcast everything that we do. As I said, YouTube, Facebook, that's just a bridge to get to the people. It's a bridge to get to the people so we can unite and get this work done. I can't do it by myself. We need Dexter Bey. We need Canon-Bey. And all of these brothers masquerading as grand sheiks of the Moorish Science Temple of America and haven't stepped foot in the temple, stop playing, man. Stop playing. Matter of fact, while I'm at it, let me go ahead and get it out the way. Y'all don't go nowhere. I love this brother, but I got to do what I got to do. I got to do what I got to do. You know what I mean? I love the brother, but I got to do what I got to do. You know, because truth is the light of the world, as my father always say. Truth is the light of the world. And if you believe that truth is the light of the world, stop being fans of personalities. Stop. You know, we got to stop being fans of personalities. Period, point blank. You know what I mean? And we need to start to be fans of the truth. Period, point blank. We need to start to be fans of the truth. You know what I mean? Until we be fans of the truth, we ain't going to get nothing done. We ain't going to get nothing done. We need to stop that. You know, we need to stop that. But the point of the matter is that when we start looking at a lot of our good brothers, one of the brothers that I brought up last week was the good brother, Dr. Alim Bey. Now, the brother Dr. Alim Bey is a genius in his own right. If y'all don't know him, this is the brother right here. I was screenshotting because I ain't got nothing to hide. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I was screenshotting him. I ain't got nothing to hide. That's Dr. Alim Bey. Very intelligent brother. Extremely wise when it comes to metaphysics. You know. Now, me and the brother had a few words on the chat of a video that I put up about him selling a tax-exempt card from the last week's show. And I must say that the brother said they don't really get the Moorish American identification and nationality card. He said they don't get that. It's just a picture up there. So I implore you, good brother, just take the picture down. Because people are misled to believe, as I was, that you are giving people a nationality card and calling it a tax-exempt card. We got to keep it 100. Secondly, brother, if you haven't chaired a meeting in the Moorish Science Temple of America, and you haven't been sanctioned by an elder in the Moorish Science Temple of America, you are not a Grand Sheik of the Moorish Science Temple of America. It is okay. You are very wise. You don't need the title of a Grand Sheik of the Moorish Science Temple of America because you're not. And it's okay. It's okay. A Grand Sheik of the Moorish Science Temple of America chairs a meeting every Friday. Runs a temple. The chairman chairs the meeting. Runs a temple every Friday throughout the week, 7 days a week. He's living out the directives of the Prophet Noble Drew League via the Moorish Science Temple of America Divine Constitution and bylaws. If that's what you're not doing, you're not a Grand Sheik, and it's okay. But I would love for you to come back home. We need your metaphysics. We need to understand healing.
Islam.
We need you to, with Brother Hernandez L. Islam.
Islam, praise Allah. I just want to come back with you on that real briefly. Also, for the record, if you're not officiating any meetings, you're not an official of the Moorish Science Temple of America. Ain't no, I was a Grand Sheik and you ain't had a meeting in 3 years. Like, ain't no, I'm a chairman and you ain't chaired a meeting in a year, 2 years. Like, you're not a chairman. What are you chairing? Like, legit, let that title go. It's not emeritus. You join. Those are offices. You feel what I'm saying? If you're not operating in that office, then you're not an officer. You join. That's for the record. So all them individuals who may have once upon a time been a part of and all this other, listen, ain't no such thing as was. Ain't no such thing as finna be, gonna be, wanna be. No, either you are or you're not. That's just it. Islam, I yield back to you, bro.
Islam. And the point is, it's okay if you're not. Now, my brother, the chosen few, say, I'll be honest. I plan, that plan about building community sound really good. Question, could someone who isn't a member of the temple move into the community if they support the hey, brother chosen few? Absolutely. Absolutely. I have a sister, she probably watching the show right now. She's a bona fide, I ain't gonna say hoop and holler Christian, because she might be watching. But she's a bona fide Christian. She's actually going to donate to help us facilitate a house. She's a bona fide Christian. We want people that are going to come to the community with a positive attitude and a progressive nature. All of us are Moorish American, whether we like it or not. People want to be around positive people. So everybody with a positive nature, upward mobility, are welcome to move in the community. Period, point blank. No, you don't have to proclaim your nationality. Eventually you will. You get it. But are you progressive? Are you ready to build? Are you ready to spend your money with your people so we can have something for ourselves and our children? Come on in.
Islam, praise Allah. I just wanted to, again, come back in conjunction with that. Absolutely. You know, the thing about it is this. Every nation of people on earth, they've put together their, communities and their culture, and they offer that to the rest of the world with pride. You can go to Mexican restaurants and eat Mexican food. You can go to Japanese restaurants and eat Japanese food. You can go to Italian restaurants and eat Italian food. You can go to their neighborhoods and see their culture, enjoy their culture, but it is by choice. You understand? That is where we made our hugest mistake, when we tried to be like them with that whole segregation fight. When we tried to join them and go to their schools, go to their restaurants, eat with them, ride their buses, work their jobs, etc., as opposed to creating our own, developing our own, perfecting our own, and then offering that with pride to the rest of the world. We should have something to share, just like everyone else has something to share with pride. We have some things to share with pride, like our fez. You understand? Like our sash. You understand? Like this thing we have called wisdom. You understand? We have a gross domestic product as well. We have many things, many cultural additions to bring to this thing called American society. Our illustrious prophet has brought us the divine instructions and assisted us with building this society. So by all means, we'll definitely open our doors to any and all other cultures who would like to come and enjoy our society. But you will enjoy our society with respect for it. You will enjoy our society with appreciation for it. You will enjoy our society with the same love that you show every other society, or you can leave just like you do everyone else's society. You can visit, you can come stay, whatever the case may be, but you will keep the peace, because the peace of society depends upon justice. And justice, ladies and gentlemen, is the administration of law. Praise the law, because Islam is the law, and the law must live. I yield, Mo.
Islam. So brothers say, where's the treasury for the MST of A? Brother, we'll leave that to the MST of A. What we're talking about right now, brother, me and a brother are not worried about the treasury of the MST of A. And our grand body, we let them worry about it. We let the Supreme Grand Council worry about that. What I'm worrying about is getting brothers like you to support what I'm doing as an individual and as a Moorish American, and just as one who descendants of the inhabitants of Africa, to create a present situation that will dramatically enrich our future. That's it. Everybody's worried about what the Moorish Science Temple of America doing. But I want you to ask you, what are you doing? That's what I need. I need you to assist me. Come on, brother.
Islam, if I may, for the record, the way we're established through a particular, I can't give out certain information. And I'm sure the viewing public understands that. Being that we are a government, a nation, a culture, we have our own things that are sacred to us, like our founding and establishment, like our treasury and financial budget systems, right? Wouldn't it make sense? Now, again, members, join your Moorish Science of America and study. Again, some of the things that me and myself and Taharka will be discussing in the shows coming are some of those things, but many of these things we readily can't give out to the public. But do know for sure that each society has to have a grand treasury. You understand? Each grand body, except they have their own treasures, and that's how these different societies are to be established through each community. Join the Moorish Science Temple of America if you want to know these things, like how we establish our communities and our governments, because that's for governing officials. And we'll be sharing those things with other governing officials. Coming soon. Praise the Lord, inshallah. In due time.
And money for more. You say, I do my part, but I'm not in the temple. Does that make me out of order? No, that doesn't make you out of order. But brother, if you hear this plan...
No, yes it does.
No, listen. You let me finish. No, brother. No, I got to say this. No, he said he's doing his part. If you got to understand, his part may not be your part. You know what I'm saying? He said, that's my point. I'm doing my part, but I'm not in the temple.
What is his part?
So does that make me out? That's my point. I can't be the judge of what his part is. So if you say you're doing your part, it's fine with me. But what I was about to say.
If you're doing your part for the Moorish Science Temple of America.
But no. Hold on. Let me say this, brother. See, look at that fire right there. Let me say this. Boy, you quick to jump. If you say you're doing your part and you are comfortable with that, that's fine with me. But what I'm saying is this, that I have a plan that is consistent with the plan of Prophet Noble Drew Ali, with the Moors living next door to each other, pooling out resources. And I'm taking my own money to get the first few properties. And when you see me doing that, if you see that it's a viable option, then your part should envelope my part. If you believe in the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. See, doing your part in the community is fine. But when are we going to have our Moorish community where we offer something to the world again? When are we going to offer something to the world again? Because I'm telling you, every brother with affairs is not a Moorish American Muslim, and every Asiatic does not have good intent all the time. So if I lay my plan out, which is the Prophet Noble Drew Ali plan as I understand it, and if it makes sense to you, and I'm working my plan, not just talking it on Facebook, not just talking it on YouTube, can we get the assistance? Money for Moors? Can we get the assistance? We need a Moorish American community and a utopia. Come on, my brother, and then we out of here.
Islam, praise the Lord. I want to qualify for the record. If you're not in the Moorish Science of America, you're not doing anything for all with the Moorish Science of America. Period. You can be a well-wisher, you can do something with you as a well-wisher, but all that doing your part for the temple and you're not in the temple, you plan sincerely. If you believe in the Moorish Science of America, if you want it to be what you expect it to be, and all of those stuff, and all I left because of this and that, if you want it to be that, join the Moorish Science of America and do your part within the Moorish Science of America to make it what it's supposed to be. Because with us, members must proclaim their meaning, proclaim their
I'm gonna tell you this, bro.
Become a part and parcel of all the acts. Keep in line with all necessities.
Let me tell you something. Hey, brother, let me respect. Oh, am I still on?
I'm muted.
See this,
I'm
y'all? Can you hear me? All right, let me say this.
Yeah.
I respectfully understand where you're coming from, but I also respectfully disagree, because if I that is not with the ups and downs or has been tainted as to what Moorish science is, but has peeked through a little bit and see the vision, but don't want to join and is willing to finance the propagation and the building thereof, but don't want to join, brother, we have to be open for that. Because everybody is not going to everybody is not going to proclaim their nationality. Everybody is not going to join the Moorish Science Temple of America. Yet we will have some that will see the vision, but just don't want to be a part of the vigorous development thereof. And those, we need those brothers and sisters too. We need the brothers and sisters to bring the diversity that may not come to the temple, but live in the neighborhood. We need that old Christian value that got our people through slavery. And I'm talking about the old Christian value, whereas though when they was talking of Jesus, they really was talking about the universal creator law. But they said it Jesus by name, the one that sent somebody home when they was out of order. We still need some of those people in our community.
Islam, praise the Lord, absolutely. I wasn't saying that they can't work with us or can't support us or anything like that. That's what I'm saying.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna give y'all 7. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Let's start off. If y'all can hear my voice, hey. Yeah, that's how we doing it. Come on, man. Stop playing, man. That's right, fam.